Hello, people. So today we're gonna do a voiceover thing, and we're gonna prepare for you my very famous eggs and tomato. It's simple, and I know, but a lot of people wanted me to do that. So here we go. As you can see, I first put some cooking oil or olive oil, wait it to really heat up, and then I put the tomato inside. And you make sure it's well spread because the tomato has to melt. And on the tomato I usually put the salt, as I tell you, the sea salt, and you stir it more till the tomato starts to actually melt. Meanwhile, the Adani Yemeni tea is boiling on the side, as you can see. And the tomato, you keep on stirring it until it starts melting. You take 2 roll breads, or Brötchen as we call it here in Germany, and you put it in the oven to be a little bit toasted, as we say in Adani, شحطه قليل. The tomato still not fully melted the way I want to, but you can now smell the mix of salt and tomato, which I explained to you in other shows also. And there you go, you put the eggs. I, for example, put 3 eggs, and I put the pepper with the eggs when I stir them together. And you put them on the tomato. And you wait for it a bit to get a little bit harder. Meanwhile, as time management, I put stuff in the dishwasher. Usually my kitchen is clean by the time I finish cooking. So as you can see, I'm in my pajama. This was not the plan, to be honest. I just woke up and I said, you know what, let me do it. But that lazy mood of changing and brushing and getting ready and washing, I thought, you know what, let's do this time a silent one, and we do the voice over later. My niece in Abu Dhabi asked me to do that as a trial, see how it works. And now, as you can see, we are stirring everything together. Some people like it to be fully, like the eggs is fully cooked, fully dried, and some people like it to be a little bit watery. I personally like it to be a little bit watery. Meanwhile, while it's cooking, we prepare the tray here and the plates, and for us to have some nice breakfast on the weekend with no rush and no stress. A lot of time, tea is boiling, and me running around the kitchen. Okay, I'm here preparing the milk for the tea, and what is in the tea boiling is the tea and the sugar and a little bit of tea spices that makes it a little bit yummy, if you want to say, call the world yummy. Coming soon is the cup with milk, the mug. And you can see the eggs here are getting harder. Now, again, it's up to you how hard you want it to be or how soft you want it to be. Okay, we are almost approaching the end. And it smells really nice. I wasn't really hungry yet when I started, but now smelling it, I am hungry, and I'm looking forward to it. We check on the bread every now and then, and we put some extra pepper on top. And we stir it again. There you go. See, it's getting harder now, and I'm decreasing the heat of the oven. We check on the bread, and I feel it needs a bit more to be really toasty. and crunchy. I will present it to you in two ways, how you can eat it. One is when you're on your own having breakfast, and another one when, for example, you want to do a special presentation for people that you have for breakfast, or a gathering, or brunches like we do often in Europe here on the weekends. I guess it's ready now, and we will move it to the plate. As you can see, it looks good. Pajama is okay, it doesn't look so bad, huh? Sometimes it's just natural. Like the French people say, à la naturelle. Tea is also ready, apparently. So, we use the fennel, because as you know, it's loose tea boiling together. So you need the fennel to clear it out and have clear tea there. Okay, now we check on the bread. I guess it's ready. Of course, it's very hot, so better have the plate there. And somehow, in principle, this style is ready. Ta-da! There you go. Isn't that looking amazing? Yum, yum. Three eggs, I said, I used. Here's another way, which I told you. Usually people cut the bread from the side. I cut it from the top. Now, I do this when I cook several dishes, and usually when I have people for breakfast, or we sometimes have brunches, like I said earlier. I cut the bread from the top, and I empty the insides. You know what? I don't know what this is called in English, but in Arabic we call it lub al-khubz, or lub al-ruti. You empty it out, as you can see. And then you start filling up the breads with the eggs. There you go. And you continue doing that, and then depends of how many pieces you put. You put them next to each other. See, you fill it up properly. You can put some more and then push them further in. I don't like to do that too much, because then when you come and when you start eating, it becomes messy. But if you do it in a proper, or in a good dose, then they will not drop. They will look fine at the end, and they will feel fine when you carry them. They're not messy. And at the end, you will see how the plate will look like. There you go. And you're ready to present it on the table. You see? Easy to eat. And always people enjoy it. So have fun and enjoy your breakfast. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.